The laughter was loud, the kind that fills a small diner with warmth. 4 friends, squeezed into a booth, plates of fries between them, stories overlapping each other. It was one of those easy Friday nights. No worries, no plans, just laughter and noise. Ethan was in the middle of telling a joke when it happened. The waitress, a woman in her 50s with tired eyes and a kind smile, quietly placed the bill on the table. But along with it, she slipped a small folded note just under his hand. I think this is yours," she whispered. Ethan blinked, confused. The others kept talking, unaware. He picked up the note, unfolded it, and froze. In neat, shaky handwriting, it said, "You look just like my son. He would have been your age today." His smile faded. His friends noticed. "Hey man, what's wrong?" one asked, half laughing. But Ethan couldn't answer. He looked up at the waitress. She was standing near the counter, pretending to wipe a table, eyes glassy, as if holding back tears. Something in his chest twisted. Without saying a word, he stood up and walked over. "Ma'am," he said gently, holding up the note. "Is this from you?" She hesitated, then nodded. "I'm sorry," she murmured. "I shouldn't have done that. It's just, you look so much like him." He didn't know what to say. He just listened. And that's when her voice began to tremble. "His name was Adam," she said. "He used to come here after school, sit right there in that same booth, order a chocolate milkshake. One night, there was an accident. Drunk driver. I lost him before I even said goodbye." The diner noise faded into a hush. Even his friends had gone quiet, watching from the table. "I'm so sorry," Ethan said softly. She nodded, tears now running freely. "It's been 10 years today, and then you walked in, laughing, sitting in his spot, and for a moment it felt like time had stopped. Like maybe he came back to say hi." Ethan swallowed hard. "Can I sit here for a second?" She nodded again. He slid into the booth beside her, both of them quiet. He didn't know what comfort he could offer, but sometimes just being there is enough. After a pause, he reached across the table and said, "Tell me about him." And she did. For the next few minutes, she told stories about Adam. How he loved to skateboard, how he'd stay up late drawing superheroes, how he always left notes for her before school that said, "Be happy, Mom." By the end, Ethan's friends had quietly joined too, listening, respectful. The fries went cold, the music played softly, and the waitress smiled through tears. When it was time to leave, Ethan took the bill and paid without a word. But before he left, he scribbled something on the same note she'd given him and slid it back. She didn't open it until after they were gone. It said, "He sounds amazing. I'll come by again. Maybe you can tell me more next time." Underneath, he'd drawn a small heart and signed, "From one son to another." That night, as the diner lights dimmed, she taped the note beside a photo of Adam that hung near the register. Her hands shook, but her smile was real, the kind that comes when grief finally breathes for a moment. And as for Ethan, he never forgot her face or that night. He visited often, not because he owed her anything, but because kindness sometimes starts where coincidence ends. One small note, one stranger's resemblance, and a mother who, for the first time in a decade, felt like she'd been heard. If this story touched your heart, hit the like button and subscribe for more stories that remind us sometimes the people we meet aren't coincidences at all. Tell me in the comments, have you ever met a stranger who felt strangely familiar? The laughter